Today I will be talking about the benefits of a comprehensive sexual education curriculum. When I first joined NARCH, Betty was like, you can research whatever you want. I was like, what? There's so many things to research on, but what made me come to this decision was the flyers around town going around saying syphilis outbreaks. And I thought it was funny because, I knew about syphilis and all that, but didn't realize how many other people don't. Me, of course, I knew since I'm in the public health field or going to school for specifically health science, I knew what it was, but didn't realize how many more people don't. So sexual education has mostly been expected to be taught by parents, and most schools would rather have an abstinence-only curriculum and prefer to believe teens will keep promises of abstinence. The lack of sexual education in schools has led to higher STD rates, higher teen pregnancy and abortion rates, and higher sexual assault rates. So I'll be explaining the abstinence-only curriculum, and the abstinence-only curriculum teaches abstinence as the only morally sound trajectory for teens. Teens are not given information on contraception or condoms to help in the prevention of disease or pregnancies. Adolescents are expected to pledge for abstinence until marriage and do not receive any information on safe sex or relationships. And since 1996, the U.S. has provided over $1 billion in state and federal funding supporting abstinence-only programs, despite studies revealing how ineffective abstinence-only programs are. To explain the comprehensive curriculum, it teaches that sexuality is a normal and healthy part of human life. It views sexuality holistically, as in it covers many topics such as relationships, values, gender, safety, body, and sexual and reproductive health. Comprehensive curriculum uses age-appropriate education, and this means it limits what a student is learning by their age. A comprehensive curriculum also includes discussions of condom usage to prevent STDs and pregnancies, but highlights how abstinence is the most effective way to avoid pregnancy and STDs. The curriculum promotes decision-making from an informed perspective and helps young people delay sexual activity and decrease the number of partners. With that, I will now show the effects of the abstinence-only programs, which is currently implemented in 19 states, including Montana. So there's a continuous increase in STD rates, and since 2014, the increase has been gradual. So these are the reported new cases each year, and the CDC estimates that youth or adolescents from ages 15 to 24 account for more than 26 million of these cases. I'll start with the top three STDs, which are syphilis, chlamydia, and gonorrhea. And as we can see, in 2000, syphilis hit its historic low. And from then, there was a lot of, advocacy, as in syphilis was going around. And in 2017, the funding for that advocacy stopped. So we can see the increase after that. So with the continuous increase of syphilis cases also comes the increase in congenital syphilis. Congenital syphilis is acquired by the fetus in the uterus of a mother infected with syphilis or during passage through the infected birth canal. African American, Hispanic, and Native American babies at our highest risk Babies born with congenital syphilis can have bone damage, severe anemia, enlarged liver and spleen, jaundice, nerve problems causing blindness or deafness, meningitis, and skin rashes. So now to speak on the gonorrhea cases. As you can all see, it's the same thing. It's a continuous increase, and gonorrhea is one of the oldest STDs. And when left untreated, gonorrhea can cause serious and permanent health problems. Untreated chlamydia can cause pelvic inflammatory disease, ectopic pregnancy, and infertility in women. Often women don't have symptoms and spread the infection to others unknowingly. Gonorrhea is curable with antibiotics, but treatment is constantly being studied due to increased resistance. And increased resistance means the bacteria is no longer reacting to the antibiotics. And so the data once again shows that chlamydia cases are increasing, and since 2006, chlamydia cases have been over 1 million new cases each year. So, and chlamydia is the most commonly reported STD in the United States, and also the most commonly reported infection globally. Chlamydia can cause serious reproductive damage in women as well, and it can lead to long-term irreversible health problems. So this graph is comparing the numbers of United States to those of Denmark and Netherlands. And in Denmark and Netherlands, the comprehensive curriculum is implemented. And as the graph shows, the numbers come nowhere near to those of the numbers in the US, to those of the rates in the United States. Also, the teen pregnancy rates are significantly lower to those of the United States. In Denmark and the Netherlands are lower to the United States. And the problem with teen pregnancy is it's physically damaging to adolescents. According to UNICEF, maternal conditions are one of the top 5 causes of disability affecting life years and mortality rates among young mothers. Furthermore, teen pregnancy sets limits on their educational opportunities and employment opportunities. And likely, abortion rates are significantly lower in Denmark and Netherlands than in the United States. And just like teen pregnancy, it can be physically damaging as well as mentally damaging. And this is my last effect. Again, compared to Denmark and Netherlands, the United States rates are significantly higher. And so studies have shown a comprehensive curriculum is essential to prevent and combat sexual abuse against children, sexual violence, and sexual exploitation. The comprehensive curriculum allows children to receive information on the risks of sexual abuse and sexual exploitation and gives them the means to protect themselves. This is an important point specifically since younger people ages 12 to 34 are at the highest risk of sexual violence. Even further, Native American children ages 12 and older are at the highest risk, with 5,900 sexual assaults per year. So to conclude my presentation, the sexual education system has failed to prepare youth in protecting themselves physically and mentally from the consequences of unprotected and uneducated sexual activity. With increased accessibility to the internet, adolescents look to social media platforms or other sites for information. However, much of the information provided can be inaccurate or unrealistic, putting the youth in danger. There is no protection physically or mentally for the consequences of unprotected or uneducated sexual activity. Implementing a comprehensive sexual education can help keep our youth safe and decrease STD rates, teen pregnancy rates, and sexual assault rates. Thank you all.
Yeah.